David Hockney published his sketchbook that he kept over the course of a month in April of 2004. And I was so interested to just be able to look through every single page of one of his actual sketchbooks and see how he used watercolor as just this very fast drawing technique to just kind of get down landscapes, whatever he saw outside his window, whatever he was interested in, some of which he went on to develop into fully realized paintings later. But this is very much just a way for him to get ideas down quickly. So I thought this was a really cool way to work with just one or two colors straight into watercolor. So I decided that I wanted to give this a try, just using the view outside my own window. So I picked just one color. There's no particular reason to choose this red, except that it's fall, the leaves are coming off the trees, and there happened to be a big tree kind of in the foreground that had a lot of this red color in it. So just more or less at random, that's what I picked. But you could definitely use any color with this. And anyway, so I'm looking out at this view that I have, which is kind of at treetop and rooftop level. So I'm sort of looking out at my neighbor's roof here. And definitely not sketching this in perfectly, like making little mistakes as I go. I'm definitely not getting every single window and every single detail like that. And off in the distance, there's a lot of other rooftops. I'm just kind of looking out at the whole neighborhood. And of course, there's little trees here and there. And I'm not trying to reproduce every single bit of it and get it perfectly accurate. I just want to give like a general sense that I'm looking out, that I'm looking out at my view and that this is the view I see every day. One cool thing that Hockney does is that he has sort of different brushstrokes for every different kind of tree. And so he has this really interesting way of handling trees. And I was definitely excited to sort of think about what he does and how can I do something like that, which is sort of different from how I would normally handle trees. And so I think that's one of the fun things about, taking inspiration from what someone else does and giving it a try on your own, is that you realize like, oh, there's actually a lot of different ways to do something as simple as paint a tree outside my window. And I'd never thought about trying other ways to do it before. So that's all I'm doing, is I'm just sort of going around and trying to kind of piece this scene together in a way that's very quick and loose, but also really sort of captures the moment and really looks like what I see every day outside my window. So I'm just getting in some leaves, and then I'll look at doing more shading and a little bit more detail everywhere else in this scene. If you're enjoying this, I hope you'll give it a like and a subscribe, but I also wanted to let you know that the full version of this and a bunch of other things I post on YouTube is all available to my newsletter subscribers. So if you sign up, you get something new every week where we do the full version with a lot more detail, videos, art supplies. We also do live Zooms together, all kinds of stuff. So there's the address, and check that out too if you're interested. Okay, so just continuing along with this, I'm still looking at different trees and different shrubs that, have their own shape to them and trying to get those in. And now that some things have dried a little bit, I'm just going to try getting a few more details down. This is a sped up version and also condensed. I'm just leaving little bits and pieces out. But, maybe I spent 20 or 30 minutes on this if you consider that I also had to stop and wait for it to dry. But I really went pretty quickly. The whole idea behind this is just that it is just a sketch. You can just get it down quickly and move on to something else. So if you're interested and you want to do more of this, definitely check out my newsletter, but I've posted some other videos too, but mostly just look out your window, go to the park, walk in your backyard, and one color of watercolor is all you need to give this a try. Thanks for watching.